So we're here under this Glendora Tree of Knowledge, as you can see above me up here. So today what I would like to talk about today is the good life. And so everybody wants to, reach happiness sometime in their life, probably down the line. But of course, we can achieve this sooner than later if we recognize what we have to do. And so the good life, it can be broken down into 4 pillars, as I've learned from my man Ty Lopez. There's health, wealth, love, and happiness. So your health is obviously your body and how well it feels in the morning. Or not necessarily how well it feels in the morning, but that's one key about your health, how physically in shape you are. Do you feel great? Are you jumping out of bed, the tap dance out of the bed in the morning like Warren Buffett does? Warren Buffett looks forward to waking up in the morning, going and investing. And then there's wealth, how much money you make. Wealth does play a factor in your life because you need, the statistic is that you need at least $72,000 of income per year to reach financial independence. And there's love. That's your relationships with people, intimate, friendship, family. So that's your love aspect. And then, so health, wealth, love, and happiness. Happiness, of course. And so happiness can be defined. There's the pleasurable life, which is, kind of just going through the motions and doing whatever you like to do. There's the authentic life of chasing after what you're passionate for. And then there's the authentic life combined with making an impact. And so that's chasing after what you're passionate for, but also making an impact in other people's lives. So if you make these 4 pillars of your life, important, and you place an emphasis on them and you try to improve these other lives, connect them together, integrate them, build off one another, connect all 4, I guarantee you that you will have, happiness towards the end. And so you can set goals on how to increase these 4 pillars, of course, and, measure your success throughout, because, there's a difference between a plan and a strategy and how you set your goals and your visions, and goals can be measured up to the vision of where you end up wanting to becoming. So what you can do, what I've done, I'm searching for this good life, so I'm trying to implement different ways to find out how I would like to be happy in life. And so I'm trying to figure out myself. My first video was, do you know your values, which is part of beginning to know yourself. So once you begin to know yourself, then you'll be able to answer these questions of what works best for you. And so I think I'd always like to speak to the crowd of young people because I'm a young speaker myself. And so I think a lot of young people do this wrong, and they go to school, to be valedictorians, have the best grades, but they're not necessarily the happiest people at school by drowning themselves in a ton of work. I took 2 AP classes my senior year, which is not bad. I took 1 last year, AP Physics, which was a tough class. But before that, in previous years, I took honors classes because I never wanted to put too much on myself for my schedule, because I know that I like to do a lot of extracurricular activities, which makes me more happy. And so I'm also in the process of choosing a college, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to Point Loma because that is where I will be most happy in the end. San Diego has great weather, great education there with the Formanian Business School, a lot of connections, opportunity there with scholarships. But also I might have a chance to go to the University of Pennsylvania or Columbia, which are both Ivy League schools, which are really great education. I could go there for free because of the tuition program they have set up, because individuals who have a household income of under $65,000 can go there for free, and we well exceed that in my household. So I could go there potentially for free. I believe Stanford has the same program if I get accepted into Stanford. Who knows? But I would much rather go to Point Loma because it's a precise location that I would like to live in, great people around me. It's not as competitive environment such as the Ivy League schools or Stanford, but that gives me more room to do self-learning on my own, do what I want to do, run a business on the side. So that's where I think I will have the greatest life. That's where I think I could see myself being. It's somewhere I would want to be instead of being in the snow. So you have to consider these different variables in order to reach where you want to be. You have to be realistic. You can't have this utopian view of society and everything in theory is going to work out well for you. So you have to begin to know yourself and fit the roles which are going to work out best for you in the end. So you want to have this long-term vision and be realistic about yourself, because it's your life, and in the end you're going to be able to tell whether or not you're happy or you're sad, because you don't want to be that person. I cannot be that person working a 9-to-5 schedule because that's not going to bring me happiness in the end. I cannot be a janitor. I always like say that. I cannot work this 9-to-5 and be the person who always looks forward to these 2-week vacations. So out of the 12 months of the year, you're looking forward to your 2 weeks of vacation when you should be looking forward to the other 11.5 months that you have in the work. So you want to enjoy your work. So to reach the good life, you have to make it work for you. Get health, wealth, love, and happiness. Work those 4 pillars and implement them into your life and make them effective.